You and your business can greatly benefit from the speed of trust. I'm talking about the book from Stephen M R Covey on March 28th in 2008. That was when I learned about this the first time. That was the date of our event, Business Mastery, when we first partnered with Tony Robbins, and he came out to speak. And Stephen M R Covey was fantastic. It really hit home. Here are the top 3 things I picked up from it. Pick up the book yourself. There's a ton of breakthroughs in it. Here are my top 3. First is trust does truly equal speed. My dyslexia took trust and speed and made a word, treed. So trust equals speed. What do I mean by that? I grew up in suburban Chicago. We love Luminati's deep dish pizza, but we usually got Aurelio's until another company came along. They earned our trust by making a commitment to deliver the pizza in 30 minutes or less, guaranteed, or it's free. They held up to their bargain and we ate the shittiest pizza. No disrespect, Domino's, but the shittiest pizza that was available at that time. Why? Because they said they'll deliver it in 30 minutes and I wouldn't have to miss watching Walter Payton high-stepping in for a touchdown by me sitting in my dad's truck going down the road to get pizza. So they got my trust. That equals speed. Boy, we were happy. 2, leaders got to go first. What do you want? You want greater transparency in the company? Maybe the company's gotten so large, you want to keep your finger in the front lines of capitalism, kind of keep your pulse on what's going on in the organization. You need greater vulnerability, then leaders go first. You must express transparency. You must express vulnerability. You go first. That'll create the safe space for others around you to act as you have. 3rd was societal trust. Societal trust equals brand, meaning like raving fans is what you're after in a business. Because if you have raving fans, they tell others and you reach top of mind awareness. Let me give you a crazy story. You don't always have to be the largest company in the world to build this. My buddy Kevin started this thing called Surf and Serve. And I decided my kid was old enough, I think it was 12 at the time, to go on a mission trip where we're going to help people that they didn't have a healthy living environment. They were literally living out of the dump. Now, why did he have societal trust? Kevin had been going to that same community for so long, the gang bangers, the guys holding guns and knives that ran that garbage dump, because people lived out of that garbage dump. That's how they made money or survived. They were living off a garbage dump that was lit on fire. But they wrote him a letter because they remember being a little and they were being fed every single year when Kevin came into town. And they gave him a name. What was it? Superman, I think. And they wrote him a letter and said, hey, I want to let you know, please come this year. I promise you'll be safe. We'll protect you. Now that, I know it's a crazy story, but it's a true story. It really stuck out to me. That man built trust with ugliest part of humanity. And he was able to contribute. Beautiful way. There's many ways to accomplish these 3 learnings. I recommend you pick up Speed of Trust from Stephen M R Covey. Yes, his father was Stephen Covey of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So Stephen M R Covey wrote this beautiful book. Go check it out. I hope these 3 steps impact you, or these 3 learnings. You know what? Read it. Or if you've read it, leave a comment below. What's the best thing you've ever picked up from Stephen M R Covey? Look forward to speaking to you, and I'll see you on the inside.